Good morning, Aquarius. Welcome back to the channel. It's Chrissy Sawyer here. Aqua babies, I'm going to do your reading kind of for the end of July, but these are turning out to be the beginning of the legacy readings, so minimum 6-month span. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a masculine and feminine reading. So I'll read for the feminine and the masculine, and then we'll build bridging energies with a separate column of cards in the middle. And then what we're going to do across in rows is we'll look at current energy. What archetype is being harnessed by the feminine and the masculine? Where they want to shine a light on that archetype and further develop. What they're willing to change and what they've come here to achieve. Okay, so what do you want to achieve in this? What do I want to build in this? And without any, obviously govern yourselves accordingly, take what lands and leave what doesn't. Primarily, this is a reading about the internal world, the internal archetypes of the feminine and the masculine as the passive and active creative principle. So we're coming into alignment, so you'll see lots of language around about twin souls and divine twinning and all of that stuff, but it's really about how to harness the masculine and the feminine and get them into alignment within. So you may see this resonating, feel this resonating within on the journey that you're on. You might also see this showing up as a relationship in your life, which is great. That's a physical mirror that you've got to look into. So take it as it lands. There's no rules here. Now then, let's look at, wow, oh, immediately. This is the current energy for the feminine. And I get this beautiful matriarchal energy about leading the way. And it's coming in on the energy of 11. And FYI, and purely by coincidence, I hit record at 11:11. And why wouldn't I? It's Aquarius, all right? And it's a gentle but powerful energy. There's something about leading the little ones, moving into your power. And by the book is kind of pointing towards doing it from a place of alignment and balanced power within rather than power over. So no ego, no dogma, just this elephantine power. Very loving. Wow, masculine's coming online. I think there's only one other reading that this card has been out for. I think that was Sag or Leo. So the masculine is coming in to lift up the feminine, lift her up, to connect with that divine source. I've just seen that, knowing that he's connected with his divine spark within, that connection to cosmos, connection to that which is unmade. And again, look at the repeating themes here of taking care of the little ones. So it might be Aquarius, if you're a practitioner, you might be bringing people online. As I've seen so much powerful activation just this week. I see it a lot of the time, but this week it's on another level. So it looks like the masculine is stepping up to activate. It feels like you're getting ready for something, raring to go. Yeah. So again, apply this how it lands. This could literally mean a message from somebody, sorry, I'm somewhere else. A message from somebody But what I'm getting from this is about reading metaphors and dreams and synchronicities and really connecting with that inner voice, half in, half out. There's a kind of between worlds energy here. And I'm reading this as a stork, and a stork is the deliverer of new birth. So definitely getting ready to birth something here, to lead, to take care of, to lead. All right, well, brace yourselves, Aqua, because you're coming into breakthrough. Now, this is the only reading where 2 archetype cards came out for the feminine. And I don't know what any, I'm turning these cards as I go through the reading, they're all face down. So let's see what the feminine is harnessing. God. Honestly, if you saw how I shuffled my cards, that these cards have been out 4 or 5 times is no fib. They just keep coming out. All right, right. There's a message here. There's a message here about leading the little ones. Okay. There's a distinction that needs to be made here about leading people who are committed to and invested in their personal journey, their own alignment and expansion. And it's what it's going to call into question is where maybe you overgive, overcare, take too much responsibility for, so you end up carrying passengers who maybe haven't really made that step to become fully invested, fully committed. So that might be one of the challenges coming in. Now, the light attribute of the vampire is when you become aware. So becoming aware that someone or something is draining your life force. You can't do that until you're in touch with your energy body, your inner truth, your inner knowing. When something kicks off in you, it's that point where you either listen, it happens that quickly, instinctual response, intuitive response. And it's whether you second guess that or move straight into that 11 energy, which is the light coming into the crown. The light is the light bulb, it's the realization, the dawning. The shadow aspect, obviously, of the vampire is depleting others for your psychic survival. Codependency. So codependency, she's going to challenge codependency so that she can lead with this it's just such a powerful, authoritative, but not a trace of domineering energy. It's something you don't question. It's that kind of safe. It feels strong and safe and ancient. Like, I've done this before. This is not my first rodeo. It's beautiful, beautiful energy. And she also wants to harness the energy of the guide, which is, so this is kind of hermit energy. It's coming through us. So this is working with the divine spark within, knowing the divine nature of self and coming from that place. And that place, as with any animal, is without ego. It's free from ego. Okay, brilliant. So yeah, she's tuning into a truth that others may not like, and she's challenging her relationship with psychic feeding and codependency. Well, wow. Masculine, who's coming in with a leg up, is harnessing the archetype of God, which is benevolent compassion. Ooh, what a pair. Oh, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So this is the energy of namaste. The spirit in me bows to the spirit in you, or the divine in me bows to the divine in you. That helps the human being elevate beyond the egoic we are division paradigm. There is no division. Wow, I'm not even going to read the shadow aspect because this is just coming into alignment. Yes, it's going to challenge the egoic. Yeah, I'm not even going to, just feels totally uplifting and expansive. The bridging energy between these, yes. Oh, yes. Is that ever the essence of Aquarius? Big vision, big vision. The capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable, what is not made. This is the void energy, the cosmos. Willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain, beyond ego. My heart is expanding. It feels excited and bubbly and champagne-y. It's lovely. Wow. Becoming the visionary that you are, really. Aqua. Electricity and Uranus. Wow. Well, this is interesting. See what you make of this. So the feminine is wanting to shine a light on her vampire and guide archetypes by working with women. This is the feminine working with the feminine, the divine working with the divine. Together we can transcend our individual limitations. So again, the divine in me sees the divine in you. And when you create those connections, you create amplification of connection to source, big downloads, big downloads, big activations, global work. And there's a sadness with this card as well about women shaming women, about yeah. I'm not going to bring all of that through, but I'm just going to simply say it is the elevation of the feminine, as she should be. The elevation of the feminine. So it might be that literally in the 3D world, you start seeing new connections coming into your life. Beautiful. It's really beautiful energy, very soft and quiet. It listens. It listens. So the masculine, who's harnessing this God energy. When I say God, you know what I mean, divine source, the void. Is learning to ask for help, is learning to receive. So if he's learning to recognize that eternal force within him, then he's going to learn to receive it in order to be able to uplift, leg up energy, to see what he has the keys to, what he can access, maybe some experimentation, reaching for it rather than hesitating, going for gold. I've got, yeah. It's the ego that causes the hesitation. The impulse from spirit is the one to trust. So it's moving into that energy. and the shared light on the visionary is to hold your center. Labels, name calling, dissonance in your collective field. Hold the center, be at the center of the vortice, be at the center of the tornado. Just sit in the middle and observe. It's very quiet energy. So get quiet is what's going to bridge this coming together of the masculine and the feminine. Get quiet. All right, let's look at what you're willing to change. So the feminine. This is about there's something getting challenged here. Let me try and find the words for it. I'm challenging my egoic need for validation. It's something like that. And I'm not giving it all away up front. I'm developing quietly without need. I'm transcending need. This is autonomy. You cannot know all there is to know about me. It's that kind of feeling. So the feminine, aqua feminine, is really going to challenge maybe oversharing. Again, here we go. The circle completes. Oversharing, overgiving, taking too much responsibility for maybe being what others want her to be. And in that, she's got to question what she's projecting, because people only see what we project. We are the archetypes. It's okay to keep yourself safe, held. It's okay. You don't need anybody's approval for what you are becoming. Yeah, the masculine is really tuning into his light. He's lighting up, literally lighting up. Tuning into a higher source, bringing in this 3 of the blueprint, divine blueprint. Becoming inspired and acting. The bridging energy. Wow, look at this. All this group work coming in, and I guess, you know, that's kind of in line with the Aquarian, with the Aquarius collective. Aquarius is about the collective. It is about service to the collective. So collaborative dreaming, and we've got women supporting women, and we've got circles coming in, can literally be working with people in a new way, or in an enhanced way, an amplified way, in service to humanity. And it can be collaborative dreaming with spirit, obviously. Sharing is in there as well. Sharing. Wow, beautiful. So we're going to finish with, what is it you guys want to achieve? You guys being the feminine and the masculine. Yeah. Fair exchange, balanced reciprocity in the material, so in relationships, in what is exchanged for services, in respect, and love, and compassion. That's going to call into question every relationship in your life. Everywhere that you are fed and are not fed, enriched, uplifted, met, held, respected, heard, seen, which is going to challenge what you show. This is the circling back. So the real getting honest, moving into autonomy here. Yeah, okay. So they're now giving me, it's okay to be different with this. It's okay for me to be different. I don't have to share anything to self-validate, self-justify. Autonomy, very powerful. I get duality within the mind with this, feels quite Gemini. It's learning to discriminate between egoic noise and this beautiful energy. Very different. You know, when inspiration comes in, passion rises, action happens. That's the journey for the masculine aspect. Okay, so and I'm open to this all changing because we've got a lot of androgyny coming into these readings which I've done. And traditionally, you know, the feminine receives, tunes in, receives, hands off to the masculine, who uplifts and moves into action to create, to manifest. Yeah, okay, right. That's why Gemini's coming in. This is the difference between thinking about it and nothing and receiving. Thinking about it, trying to do it, trying, back and forth, back and forth. This is about when the light bulb goes on, stop what you're doing. Which is a leap, really, for Aquarius, because they're quite thinky people with all that electricity and Uranus, the the rebellion going on. Yeah, wow, wow, wow. Look at this bridging energy. This is what you guys want to achieve. The masculine and the feminine within Aquarius and the collective wants to achieve divine union. This is about commitment. What am I committed to? What can I not be without? Two of Cups, beautiful. I am worthy of the deepest kind of love. Aqua, aqua, aqua. This is beautiful. I'm going to wrap the reading up with an abundance card. And yeah, becoming the visionary. Yes, absolutely. Humility, because we've got ego on the table and we've got some Six of Swords energies back and forth, thinking about it too much, questioning it. Humility, this is the power of the elephant. She's humble in her power, humble in her power. And also in the leg up, there cannot be a trace of ego in there. You know, just how much energy is it going to take to climb up? How much surrender is it going to take to know that you need that help? Humility, allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. In order to receive, you have to ask. Okay, that's going to challenge the part of you that expects, maybe, a sense of expectation or entitlement. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. Humility, absence of ego. I might call this reading the absence of ego. You're on fire. Aquarius, bring that beauty. What a gorgeous reading. Thank you for sharing your energy with me. So I'm going to sign off now, and I will see you all again soon. Take good care. Lots of love.